Who remembers Star Wars Battlefront 2? So as many of you probably know, today is May 4th, aka, like May the 4th be with you. So today I decided that we do a special episode of Who Remembers and do a throwback to a very nostalgic game. This game is super nostalgic for me, and I'm sure it's super nostalgic for a lot of you older folks out there. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into this. When you go to start up the game, you have multiple modes that you can play. You got the single player training mode, space overview, rise of the empire, galactic conquest, and instant action. Honestly, back in the day, I used to play instant action a lot. However, there is also like a campaign mode that you're able to play, and then there's also multiplayer modes. That was one of the things that this game was popular for back in the day, was the online mode. You're able to play via the internet or LAN, back when LAN parties were still a thing. And real quick, down in the comments, can we please just get a RIP to LAN parties? I miss those. Back in the day, me and my buddies used to do tons of LAN parties on different games, whether that be Halo or Call of Duty or even Battlefront 2. I did a couple of these. And then there's also a split screen option if you also happen to have some friends coming over, chill on the couch, play some split screen. But if I'm gonna be honest, nowadays, I don't have any friends. I think we're gonna go ahead and dive into the instant action mode, just get right into things. So right here, you're able to add like various planets to the playlist. Oh man, which one do I, you know what? I think we're gonna do the Death Star, and we're gonna do Conquest. We'll have it be set during the Clone Wars. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm so excited to be making this video. It is not even funny. You may be wondering why I went with the Clone Wars over the Galactic Civil War, and don't get me wrong, as much as I love like the Galactic Civil War era of Star Wars, I have more nostalgia for the Clone Wars because, I wasn't alive for the original trilogy, obviously. However, obviously, I was alive for the prequel movies, and I have a lot of nostalgia for those since those are the ones that I grew up with mainly. However, don't get me wrong, I am a huge Star Wars nerd, and I have a deep love and appreciation for all of the Star Wars movies. Whether it be the original trilogy, whether it be the prequels, or even the new sequels, I honestly really do love the new trilogy. I know that's really I just blew myself up. As controversial as that is to say, I really do like the new trilogy. Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, I thoroughly enjoyed all of those movies. But anyways, back to talking about Battlefront 2. These games were revolutionary back in the day. Both the original one and the sequel, which is one that we're playing right now. This was one of the first games on console to feature like online multiplayer, and especially on a large scale in the way that Battlefront 2 is doing it, because, you had like MMOs and stuff like that on console before, but like Star Wars Battlefront, it was one of the first ones that kind of did something similar to what like Battlefront and Call of Duty were doing at that time, but like, on the scale of something more like Battlefield, where you have like all these players going at it. And as you can see in the gameplay right now, it holds up surprisingly well. Obviously, we're not playing online or anything like that, but when it comes to like a gameplay stance, you got to consider how many entities are on the map right now. Play as Obi-Wan. Yes, please let me play as Obi-Wan. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. This was always my favorite part of the original Battlefront games, just like when you're able to spawn in as the heroes. Obviously, they have that in the new Star Wars games, but there was just something about it back in the day. It just felt so special, because for me, this was one of the first Star Wars games that I played. No, I fell off the map. No. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. I'm so terrible. But this was one of the first Star Wars games that I played, so being able to play as like my favorite Star Wars heroes in a video game was just amazing at the time, because like the only Star Wars game that I had really played before this would have been like Lego Star Wars. I had played some other ones before this, like KOTOR, but obviously you're not playing as like Anakin and Obi-Wan and Darth Vader in that one. I could honestly make like a whole mini series inside of the Who Remembers series just based around the Star Wars games, because there were so many from this era that I love that most people like don't even talk about nowadays for some reason. You had some like Star Wars Bounty Hunter, and then you had the Episode 3 movie tie-in game, which was actually phenomenal, and then you had like the Jedi Academy games, and as I was talking about before, a lot of people talk about KOTOR, but I feel like the younger generation nowadays, they talk about it and they know why it's great, but a lot of them just honestly haven't played it. And that's one of my main goals with this series, is to not only put more games on people's radar, but like to also maybe help motivate some of the younger ones that have known about these games before and they have considered playing them, just like maybe giving them that little push to actually go and make the purchase, or actually go and try the game for themselves, even if they've known about it before, even if they've been putting it off, just being like, hey, you really need to play this. Because it's true, I truthfully do believe, like, all of the games that I've covered and Who Remembers so far, these games are all games that people should play at least once in their lifetime. Like, even if you don't go through and play like the entire campaign, even if you just dive in for 5 minutes to try out the instant action mode like we're doing here today, like, these games are worth playing. They're worth every second that you would spend playing them, and they're worth every penny that you would spend just buying the game in the first place. Unfortunately, we were defeated, but it is what it is. It's not a big deal. I honestly haven't played this game in such a long time. I revisited the original Battlefront lately because I got it on my original Xbox that I just bought like a couple weeks ago. However, when it comes to Battlefront 2, I honestly have not played this original version for a couple years. We're gonna go ahead and quit out of this match because I want to look for the other mode. I honestly can't even remember what it was called at this point, but you're basically only playing as the heroes, like Boba Fett, Darth Vader, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu. Assault. Heroes and villains clash sabers and exchange fire in the ultimate duel of the fate. Yes, this is the one that I was thinking of during the Galactic Civil War era. I could have swore that there was like other maps that allowed you to do it with the Clone Wars characters, but that's fine. I'm totally cool with doing it with the Galactic Civil War era since, you know, we played the last game with the Clone Wars, so it's only right that we do this one in the other era. Alright, we can either pick the heroes or the villains. You know what? I'm feeling a little villainous today. We're gonna go with the villains. We can either play as Boba Fett, Count Dooku, Anakin Skywalker, the Emperor, General Grievous, Darth Maul, or Jango Fett, Darth Vader. Oh man, I forgot just how many characters were in this. I think we're gonna go with Darth Maul, even though he was a Clone Wars character. Alright, now with Darth Maul, obviously we have various abilities, so we're able to sprint around the map, we can force jump, we got the force push, and then we can also do a saber throw. Come on, Luke! Oh my gosh. No, there's no way that Luke got me. I won't stay up for this. I'm gonna go back in as Darth Vader. Luke, I'm coming. Oh wait, no, Mace Windu is here. You're going down, boy. Okay, wait. Did I get my first kill? I think I got him. I'm sorry if the audio has been rather quiet in this video. I'm trying to keep it as low as possible because, as you guys probably know, Star Wars has a lot of copyrighted music, and if I turn it on, well, then you guys probably wouldn't even be able to see this video, okay? No, things are getting a bit tense. Come on, dude. I am sucking so bad right now. Fine, this time I'll go in as Boba Fett. Alright, where are they at? Luke Skywalker? Come on. Maybe I'll fare a bit better if I stay off at a range. Hopefully they can't block my blaster bolts. Come on, there we go. Hey, Count Dooku, what's up, homie? Hey, you okay, man? What did the wall do to you? Hey, have I seen you before? Hey, Darth Maul. Hey, have you seen any Jedi lately? I've only been seeing our squad. Where did all the other guys go? Chewbacca, you're not gonna win this. Come on. Come on, can I get him down? There we go, that's another kill. Anakin, oh no, you're one of us. It always throws me off when I see Anakin, because he has a blue saber, but, you know, he's actually one of the bad guys. Yoda, no, get away from Anakin. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to work with the controls here, trying to aim at him. There we go, I got Yoda down. Much easier than I ever would have thought. Come on, Chewbacca, go down. Maybe hit him with a rocket real quick. No. Come on. This is actually kind of heated. Nope. There's no way Chewbacca won. Alright, fine. This time I'm gonna go back in as Jango Fett. Maybe this will fare a bit better. Hey, Chewbacca, I'm here for my rematch. This time I'm gonna win. Look at that. Easy win. I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments. Between Jango Fett and Boba Fett, whose suit do you like more? If I was to choose, I honestly don't know. I like each of their suits for different reasons. Blue aesthetic is honestly really nice on Jango's suit, but I don't know. There's something about Boba's suit that is just like really iconic. This is cursed. There's literally 2 Yodas just jumping around. Oh my gosh, this isn't even fair. You know, 1 Yoda is hard enough, but there's literally 2 out here. Yoda, get away from me, man. I promise, I don't want to hurt you. Come on, let's just take care of this. Let's just put the beef aside. Come on, no, get away from me. I know if he gets close to me, he's literally gonna shred me in like 0.5 seconds. Yoda, I don't want to do this, buddy. Oh my gosh. Did y'all see his poor little body just get flung against the wall? You know what? This time, let's go ahead and go out as the Emperor. Where are the Jedi? Come on, Chewbacca. Do it. Hey, look at that. I'm actually getting kills now. I smell a Jedi. Oh my gosh. Luke, he is so violent. Oh my god. Dude, I got shredded. Alright, this time I'm gonna go out as General Grievous. Maybe I'll stand a bit of a better chance. Come on, Yoda. Oh, dude, General Grievous is busted. Alright, Luke, where are you at? I want my rematch. Oh, we got Princess Leia up here. You know, I'm really sorry to do this. I'm really sorry to do this. Come here. Just get a little bit closer. Come on. Just gonna combo you into oblivion. General Grievous is genuinely busted. Hey, you wanna 1v1 me? Come on. Try. I beg you, please, try. Like, you do not stand a chance. Oh, Obi-Wan. Okay, you know what? He might stand a chance. Canonically speaking, he does stand a chance. Oh, wait. Never mind, screw canonically speaking, I just destroyed him. Come on, Grievous, why couldn't you do that in the movie, man? Alright, Yoda, maybe, can I beat you?
Breathe, this battle will be.
I don't even understand what just happened. Obi-Wan, it is time. Come on, Obi-Wan, fight me. Stop running away from me. The legendary battle. No, I cannot lose. Wait, oh my gosh, I flipped the cannon. I actually won that time. I had the high ground. All right, now for the last character that we haven't tried yet, that being Count Dooku. Coming for you, Chewbacca. Okay, come on, there we go. Dang, Count Dooku's actually still got some moves. Yoda, you're going down too. You may beat me once, but not this time. Come on, I'm on a bit of a streak now. Let's go. Get them all down. Please, okay. Mace Windu, I'm coming for you next. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm unstoppable with Count Dooku. Look at me go. Okay, maybe Han Solo, get him with the lightning real quick, and then get him with the saber. There we go. Honestly, even after I finish recording this video, I think I'm gonna be on this game for the rest of the day. Bye, Han Solo. You cannot stop the power of my curved saber. Mace Windu. Okay, you know what? Maybe Mace Windu can stop me. Well, anyways, with that being said, we tried out all the different heroes, so now I think it's time that we move on to the next segment of the show, where we just kind of like look at the case, get the complete box experience, look at the manual, all that fun stuff. I still need to kind of upgrade the setup a bit and get like a better camera setup for this part of the show. Like I was talking about last time, I kind of want to get like a table and like an overhead camera so we can kind of look at all this, but it is what it is. We work with what we got. So right here, as you can see, Star Wars Battlefront 2, this is like the front cover, and then we flip to the back. There's a little bit to read here, so bear with me. Fight more of the greatest Star Wars battles any way you want. Fight on the front lines where every weapon and vehicle is yours. And now for the first time, Star Wars Battlefront 2 lets you fight as a Jedi, earn the ability to wield a lightsaber and use force powers like Yoda, Darth Vader, and many other heroes and villains. Battle in space, dogfight in X-Wings, TIE fighters, Jedi starfighters, and other classic starships, or land your ship on a Star Destroyer and fight it out on foot aboard enemy ships. Play 16 new locations, battle across Star Wars Episode 3 environments such as Utapau, Mustafar, and the epic space battle above Coruscant. Engage in massive online battles. Obviously, as we were talking about earlier, that was like one of the biggest claims to fame of this game. And if you want to get like a real close look at it, it's kind of hard to see with like the lighting. I'm sorry, I'm trying to work with it here, but you know, you got some pictures there. And then inside this game does come with a manual. However, as we discussed in an earlier episode of Who Remembers, there's two different kinds of PS2 games. There is the normal black label ones, which if they come with a manual, the manual will always be in color. However, for the Greatest Hits re-release, they were always trying to cut corners, make things a bit cheaper for the Greatest Hits re-releases, which is why most Greatest Hits cases don't have the memory card holder. They just instead have a spot for the disc and then the PlayStation logo at the top. And furthermore, the manuals on the Greatest Hits versions tend to never be in color. Now, sure, the front part's in color, that's cool and all, but when it comes to the actual inside of it, as you're about to see, yeah, it's all black and white. There's no color in here. And I know for a fact the original version of this manual, like for example, this picture here would have been in color. However, since this is the Greatest Hits version of the manual, it's all just kind of black and white. But if you flip through here, this is one of those OG manuals where it tells you literally anything and everything that you would need to know about the game, including controls, tactics in battle, important information about the characters and stuff like that. But I don't know, while the manual is still cool, and I'm glad that I at least had the manual in some form or fashion, I do wish that this was a black label copy with like, the in-color images, but it is what it is. It's still cool that, I have a manual for this game, period, because let's be honest, manuals are freaking awesome, and I wish that modern games would actually release with these. But anyways, yeah, that's that for this episode of Who Remembers. Now, I definitely want to hear from you guys down below. Do you have any nostalgia for this game? Did you ever play the original one? Did you play the second one? Is there any other Star Wars games from like the Xbox/PS2/GameCube era that you loved but kind of seem to like go below the radar? Whatever it is and whatever you're thinking, I'd love to hear from you guys. But anyway, as always, a shout out to the Patrons and channel members, covers favorite grandma, a little bit of tab, big daddy, Manichi, Lupasaurus, Rex, Razak, Polar, Radio, Webster, Lamas, Bianca, Purgatory, Drippy Sound, Melaskin, Punu, Imagine, Mr. Schwab, Team Flames, 1, Aaron Reynolds, and Unknown. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.